All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing. From the Charlotte Legends Road Course Long, Edmund Jones and Rusty Modesty will start up front. Kyle McRacken Martin and Andrew Thornton have the second row. Jimmy Fitzmaurice and Brian Edwards on the third. Vern Spring, Riley Maricchio have the fourth row. Matt Ovenmitz Hayden and Josh Doobie rounding out the top 10. Harold Rothery in 11th. Tyler Jalbert in 12th. And Gavin Noyes in 13th. All the drivers getting stacked up now. Obviously on the start-finish line, but looking to go right into turn one. Riley Maricchio, Gavin Noyes have not taken to the grid yet. Kenny, yes it is. This is the Jones BS Racing League. Next week is the end of the season and recruitment will fire up right after that. So obviously you guys want to come out and run some legends. They've got tour mods. Last night they did 87s. Several different series throughout the week. I would have to ask Edmund after the race. We can find out. All right, all the drivers getting gridded up, ready to go. And looks like we're getting a standing start on this one. Green flag is in the air. They're away at the Charlotte Legends Road Long Course. And here comes Kyle McRacken Martin looking on the high side through one. Everybody makes it clean through turn one, but turn two, probably one of the trickiest on this course. Matt Hayden has already shot up 4 spots into 5th place. Matt definitely on the move. Josh Doobie up 2 spots already. Tyler Jalbert up 2 spots already. Doobie goes wide. Doobie has crashed. Let's see what happened with Josh. Coming down through the infield, just shoots wide into the grass, into the wall. Everybody managing to avoid him, but man, what a close call. Edmund Jones continuing to lead. Rusty Modesty in second. Kyle McRacken Martin now up into third. Andrew Thornton in fourth. Matt Ovenmitz Hayden in fifth. Oh, we've got Andrew Thornton off in the grass. And Tyler Jalbert has crashed as well. Let's see. See what happened with Andrew, and if Jalbert got caught up by it. Andrew just gets loose out of that final turn. Hey, good evening, Chance. Oh, Jalbert just gets a little bump, and the leader has crashed. Edmund Jones has had an issue. Rusty Modesty goes by in turn one, and McRacken is right. Oh! Edmund just gets on the throttle too hard and sends it around, but manages to hold on to it, doesn't go completely around, and gets rolling again. But Edmund drops back to 4th place, and now Rusty Modesty to the lead. Kyle McRacken. Kyle McRacken Martin in second. I knew you'd like that, Chance. McRacken looks to the inside. He goes, oh, what the heck happened to Rusty? Rusty just completely misses the turn. Matt Hayden's now back into second, and Edmund back up into third. Edmond was the fastest in practice by as much as 2 seconds a lap over everybody else. Can he get caught back up? Oven Mitts in second, just set the fastest lap of the night so far, trying to catch back up to McCracken. Remember, after last week, Matt Hayden moved up to third in the points, only 5 points behind Edmond. Meanwhile, Kyle comes into tonight with a 26-point lead. Oh, a little bobble out of McCracken. Allows Matt Hayden to catch back up. Hey, Kenny, it is Jones BS Racing League. McCracken pulls back ahead just a little bit. But Oven Mitts, man, he is putting it on him tonight. Edmund Jones has caught back to up to the top two. And now Edmund shoots down to the bottom, comes by Oven Mitts for second. Meanwhile, back behind, Rusty Modesty back in fourth. Jimmy Fitzmaurice currently fifth. Andrew Thornton, after his incident in the infield, now in sixth. Brian Edwards back in seventh. Harold Rothery and Tyler Gelbert battling it out. That's the battle for eighth. Vern Spring back in 10th. Josh Doobie in 11th. Gavin Noyes appears to be out of the race, and Riley Maricchio did not grid. McCracken trying to hold that lead, but Edmund Jones just laid down a blistering lap, 2 seconds faster than everybody else on track. And Edmund is closing that half-second gap down very, very, very quickly as they go off into turn one. Oh, Edmund gets loose out of one again. Oven Mitts goes back by. McCracken's got to love the mistakes he is seeing in his mirror. It's keeping him out front. But remember, in pre-race, he did say he is good for 1 or 2 laps here, and then it all starts falling apart. So far, 4 laps in, he's holding on to it, doing a great job here tonight. Chance, you're just absolutely loving this, ain't you? Andrew Thornton currently back up into 5th, has gotten by Fitzmaurice and now trying to run down Rusty Modesty. Rusty having a great race here on the road course tonight. Currently in 4th, has had the lead at one point. And look at that little bobble. We've seen that countless times already tonight. As, whoa! Oven Mitts has had a problem. But managing to hold on to it, looks like Matt Hayden went off track briefly, but has got the car going again. Off into turn one. Oh, he clips the grass there and somehow managing to hold on to it. Meanwhile, McCracken out front has a 1.7 second lead. Holy cow! McCracken is wide, way wide, off into the grass. And Edmund has almost caught back up. Oven Mitts now back into 3rd, and Rusty in 4th. is gaining on the top three at the moment. In fact, Rusty Modesty is the only other driver. Most of these drivers are in the 1 minute 25 second range. A few are just barely in the 124s. Only Edmund Jones and Rusty Modesty have gotten down into the 123s. Rusty definitely not out of the fight with 15 to go. McRacken still out front, but again, that gap is closing now down to 1.4. Every time Edmund comes through turn 2. And now he loses several spots. That one section of the track keeps biting Edmund. He's faster than everybody everywhere else but there. Edmund, take the exit a little bit wider, buddy. So that moves Matt Hayden into second and Rusty Modesty now into third. Edmund Jones now in fourth, Andrew Thornton in fifth. Jimmy Fitzmaurice currently in sixth, Harold Rothery in seventh. Tyler Gelbert and the My Little Ponies are in 8th. Josh Doobie now up into 9th. Vern Spring in 10th. Doobie just ran his fastest lap of the night, and he is gaining ground on both Rothery and Gelbert. Chance Maddock, that is probably the best joke I've heard this week. Just looking at Josh Doobie as he came through that corner, he's obviously had some issues tonight, missing the left front fender at the moment. Matt Hayden now starting to reel McRacken in. Rusty Modesty still holds third. Edmund Jones in fourth is gaining on Rusty. Oven Mitts up in second place. The top four, all of them. The time's getting closer and closer every lap. Actually, the top two in the last couple of laps have gotten into the low 124s. We could see these guys running lap times equal to Rusty and Edmund, but for very much longer. Andrew Thornton back in fifth has just had an incident. Looks like we're seeing a lot of guys struggling coming through turn one here tonight. Well, I did not see anywhere that Andrew made a mistake there. Not sure why we got alerted that he did. McRacken currently in the lead. Matt Hayden in second. Rusty in third. Edmund in fourth. And Andrew Thornton in fifth. Andrew kind of has a safe bubble right now. He's 11 seconds behind Edmund and 11 seconds ahead of Jimmy Fitzmaurice. He just needs to ride it out from here. Andrew Thornton, after the connection problems last night, had been on the verge of cracking into the top 10 last week in the points, but has dropped back to 17th and now has a long way to climb again. And only tonight and next Monday night to get it done. "11 laps to go." The top four all very close, and it looks like Edmund has finally figured out that corner. He is to Rusty's back bumper. Holy cow, that was close. Rusty really squirrely out of the turn. And Rusty goes wide. Edmund shoots the gap and goes back to third. Harold Rothery, meanwhile, back in 7th place. He has gained 4 positions so far tonight. He is the second biggest mover of the night. Oven Mitts up 7 spots is the biggest mover of the race. Chance, that would be a hilarious paint scheme for his car. McRecken out front, but Matt Hayden gaining on him. Edmund Jones gaining on him. Edmund looks down to the inside now as the run on Oven Mitts. And Edmund Jones now back into second. Oven Mitts right on his back bumper, though, coming out of turn 1. It looks like he has finally got that turn figured out, no issues, and now he's got to run down McRecken. McRecken's lead 1.9 seconds. Matt Hayden trying to stay with him. Andrew Thornton now to third as Rusty Modesty is in 4th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice has had an incident. Down through the infield, Jimmy, oh, we've seen so many cars. The track is just so slick right through there. So many guys have struggled right there tonight. Tyler Jalbert also had a moment. And Jalbert just hits that final section way too hard, loses the back end across the rumble strips. McRecken coming through the final chicane. Had best not look in his mirror. Edmund Jones less than a second behind now. After multiple spins and dropping as far back as 5th place, he is on the hunt for the win. And he needs to win and beat McRecken here tonight if he has any shot at the title next Monday. Matt Hayden still holding on to third, just trying to cruise to the end. Andrew Thornton in 4th, Rusty Modesty in 5th, has lost a lot of ground here. A bit surprised given how fast Rusty was earlier on. Doobie has crashed. I have no idea what happened. Josh looks like he just pulled over. Looks like the car had been banged up a little bit, but it was still running. McRecken continues to lead. The gap for Edmund now right at a half second. Josh Doobie had been making his way forward. He's now going to drop back to 11th place. Tyler Jalbert now up 5 spots into 7th. Rothery up 5 spots now into 6th. And Matt Hayden, still the biggest mover of the race, up 6 spots into 3rd. Oh, getting word, Doobie forgot to put the race setup in. Didn't have enough fuel. That is heartbreaking. And here we go. The battle for the lead is on as Edmund just flies by McRecken. McRacken looks back to the inside and shoots it down in. And oh, McRacken overshoots corner entry. Edmund slips by. A little brake smoke. It looks like Edmund pushed it too hard into the turn. And with 7 laps to go, Edmund Jones back to the lead. McRacken trying to hold on in second. Matt Hayden in third. Rusty Modesty in fourth, and Andrew Thornton in fifth. Andrew having another great run. Let's hope his connection holds out. He is well overdue for a good finish. Oftentimes having amazing runs going, only for the internet to die on him. Rothery in 6th has pulled away from Jailbert in 7th. Now that gap about 3.5 seconds. Jailbert trying to fight back here and there, but Rothery is pulling away. Jimmy Fitzmaurice back in 8th. Quite a ways back, but is faster than Jailbert right now. But last time by the fastest car was Rusty Modesty. Edmund Jones is the second fastest car at the moment, as lap traffic is becoming an issue for the leaders. They come by Vern Spring. Harold Rothery has had an incident. Oh, Rothery just gets wide in turn 1. Manages to save it though, and McRacken has crashed. McRacken trying to run Edmund Jones down. Oh, just gets loose. Sends it around in that blind second corner and gets it going again. Great recovery by McRacken, but now Matt Hayden has reeled him in. Oven Mitts is back in play now. Oh! McRacken loses it. Oven Mitts slips by into second. Edmund Jones comes out of the final turn. He'll get 5 laps to go. And McRacken is on pit road. This is going to hurt. This is going to give Edmund Jones a big opportunity to catch up in the points. Jimmy Fitzmaurice has crashed. Coming through that first turn. Oh! The same thing we saw out of Edmund earlier in the race, just gets on the gas too easy, or too hard, too low in that turn. Edmund Jones now has now an 11-second lead over Matt Hayden. Rusty Modesty back in third is gaining on Hayden. Andrew Thornton now runs in fourth. McRacken is off pit road in fifth. Seven cars left on the lead lap. Tyler Jailbert at the tail end of the lead lap Jimmy Fitzmaurice, the first car, 1 lap down. And it is unlikely with 4 laps to go that Edmund is going to reach any more lap traffic here. Matt Hayden still holding on to second. Rusty Modesty is actually gaining on Oven Mitts rather quickly. Last time by, Rusty was over 2 seconds faster than Matt Oven Mitts Hayden. Rusty has definitely got something figured out here tonight. He is closing back in, and it looks like he's gaining over a second a lap. We might end up seeing a battle for second. McRecken has crashed again. Oh! Just completely misses the turn. Goes for a tumble. I don't know what has happened to McRecken here, but he stands to lose the most here tonight. Edmund Jones continues to extend his lead, now almost 12 seconds over Oven Mitts. But now Rusty Modesty is 3 seconds behind Matt Hayden. Andrew Thornton still holding on to 4th. McRecken holds on to 5th. McRecken may be in trouble as Tyler Jalbert is gaining on him. Oh! Jalbert a little bit wide through there. Edmund Jones gets 2 to go. And Oven Mitts has gotten by. Oven Mitts is now under attack. Rusty has caught him. Rusty Modesty now right to the back bumper on Matt Hayden. This is the battle for second. Oven Mitts just moves over. Rusty Modesty now into second. McRecken has crashed. I have no idea what has happened to McRecken the last part of this one. It looks like he clips the barrier as he comes out of that final chicane. He gets it rolling again, but drops back to 7th. Now Rothery up to 6th and Jalbert up to 5th. And Edmund Jones takes the white flag at Charlotte. He comes out of the first turn and now just has to cruise. His lead over Rusty Modesty, 13 seconds. Although Rusty is consistently faster than Edmund, he just does not have enough time left to get there. Oven Mitts still holds on to 3rd. Andrew Thornton in 4th. Jalbert now in 5th. Rothery in 6th. And Kyle McRecken Martin in 7th. Came in tonight with a 26-point lead over Edmund Jones, but once Edmund wins this, that gap is going to close dramatically. Going into the final race of the season next week, it's going to be a close battle. Could Edmund win his first ever championship in the league he created next Monday? Tonight is definitely going to help. He comes through the final chicane, and Edmund Jones is going to win on a road course at Charlotte. Rusty Modesty pulls off a second place finish, and Matt Evan Mitz Hagen comes home in third. Let's see if we can talk to our top three, starting with Evan Mitz. Hey Matt, it's Doug. You got me?
How's it going, Doug?
You sound a little worn out there, buddy.
Yeah, that was tough. We obviously need to get a new calculator because we almost ran it dry that last lap.
Well, it worked out for you. You come home with a third place finish. You hold on to third in points, and a great race overall tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. Got damaged towards the end, and it went from trying to be aggressive and trying to catch Eddie, but Eddie had a fast car and whooped our butt. So we'll go on. One more race to go, and then can relax for a little while.
Well, with Rusty coming by you tonight, that's going to close up that points battle for third going into next week. It ought to be a great fight for all the top four positions now.
Yeah, it's going to be close, man. It's a fun league, and we'll head on to the mods.
All right, good luck, buddy. All right, Rusty Modesty comes home in second. Hey, Rusty, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, dude, I have to ask, man, if things had gone differently, you were running down there at the end. Did you just get faster the second half of the race?
Man, nah, I kind of screwed up. I smacked the outside tire barrier, and then I smacked the inside tire barrier. It was all my fault. But those kind of slowed me down, so I went in and got a fast repair and came out with a fresh car and made me a little bit faster.
Well, that last few laps, you were easily 2 seconds, 1 to 2 seconds a lap, depending on that much faster than Edmund. You obviously ran down Oven Mitts in spectacularly quick fashion.
Yeah, again, I think it's that tire barrier there coming out of the pit, the standard pit road. Man, it's so easy to hit, and I think Matt did the same thing. So that barrier's a beast, man. Taking a lot of cars today.
It really did grab a lot of people. Man, you did an awesome job. Great job running everybody down tonight, and good luck going into the Tour Mods.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, shout out to Checkered Flag Motorsports.
All right, congrats, buddy.
Thanks.
And Edmund Jones gets, I do believe this is his first road course win. And Edmund, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your first road course win.
Yes, sir, it is.
I have to say, one of your biggest fans was really cheering you on tonight. Chance Maderick was really rooting for you.
I bet he rooted for me every time I lost it out of turn one there, too.
He definitely was. We caught about 3 or 4 times, but man, once you figured out turn one, you were pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rare that I can say I'm the fastest guy on the track, but man, it feels good when I'm able to. It's been some time this week on the setup and just getting familiar with the road course, which is typically what my issue is. And, when I was losing it out of one, I just barely clipped that grass, and the car just, it wasn't having fun with it, so...
Well, a little bit, once you went a little bit wider, man, it was perfect. You go on, and interesting note, because of where you finished, actually where the top 4 finished, the top 4 in points is going to be a lot closer going into the season finale.
Yeah, it's definitely, I knew I was at a little bit of a deficit today, and, I had to do something to try to catch McRacken, and, you know, hey, I just did what I needed to do, and we'll see how Nashville goes next week, and hopefully I can come out with my first championship.
Well, hope so, and make sure you ask Chance about the new sponsorship he's working on for you.
Oh, man, that's going to be a fun one.
You have no idea. Congrats, buddy. We'll see you at Sobo in a few.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Edmund Jones wins. Rusty comes home second, and the points in the top four got very, very much closer here tonight. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments with Tour Mods at South Boston. You're not going to want to miss that.